Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and I wanted to take a moment to explain what it was like to film at the YouTube Space in New York City. Now, if you're not familiar with YouTube Space is a place where people can go that have met certain requirements, YouTube channel size, they've passed a test, etc. And if you're able to do that, then you can unlock the YouTube Space. So I've unlocked the YouTube Space in New York, and I booked a studio, and I flew up to film. It was a very incredible experience. I just wanted to share with everyone what all happened, because this is something that not everyone, again, it's something you've got to meet or exceed certain criteria to even gain access to the space. So I was thrilled that my channel has enabled me to participate in things like this. So, I get there, and I'm used to being out in the sand wearing flip-flops, walking around barefoot or something like that, and being in the city is completely different. So, it's more congested. Granted, the city is awesome, plenty of sightseeing, plenty of awesome food. Anything you would ever want to do, you can find in New York City. So I had my studio booked early in the morning, and I went over to YouTube Space. It's in a place called Chelsea Market in New York City. If you're familiar with New York City, you may know where that is. So I go up there and get out of the taxi, and my production assistant and we go to the elevator. And it says YouTube on it. Get in the elevator, push the button for the YouTube floor, and it doesn't work. And not only does it not work, we get stuck in the elevator. So we can't get the door open. I mean, we're kind of panicking there for a minute, and then finally the door opens. I guess someone realized there was a technical issue with the elevator, and they let us out. So after that experience, I'm like, how do I get up to this YouTube Space to check in? Kept trying, it was labeled on the door, it was labeled in the elevator, it said YouTube, even had a little YouTube logo, but it didn't work. So, my studio time's ticking. I only had the studio reserved for 6 hours. So I'm already at about the 15-minute mark. That's 15 minutes of filming lost at YouTube Space New York. So I'm like, well, how can I get up here? So I start talking to maintenance workers, all kinds of random people around, and he's like, hey man, there's a service elevator. So I rode a service elevator up to the YouTube Space floor. And obviously, when I got up there, it was locked. So then I was locked in about a 10 by 10 room. And it's a good thing the service elevator opened back up, because I had no way to get back down otherwise. And I had a locked door in front of me. So that was a potentially frightening experience. After that, I went back downstairs and went out to the street, because Google has an actual office across the street from Chelsea Market. It says Google on the front. So I went to the Google receptionist. And I said, hey, how can I get in touch with someone at YouTube Space? The elevator's not working. I can't get up there. I've got an appointment booked. I'm here to check in. Here's my production manager's name, blah, blah, blah. Can you help me out? So they advised me to go back across the street, but to go to another floor. So I walked up a staircase in Chelsea Market, went to a room, said Google, had check-in kiosk. Nobody was there. So I start to check in, and then I get a phone call, and it's my production manager, and he's like, hey, man, you're at the wrong Google check-in. You need to come back to the other place. So I went back to the other place, the elevator where I got stuck, and the elevator worked that time. And they informed me, they said, yeah, there were some elevator issues or whatever. So it all worked out, and I only lost about 30 minutes of my production time, of my studio time rather, which was fine, because I actually wrapped up, at the end of the day, I wrapped up with about an hour to spare anyway. So, 6 hours was more than enough for what I was filming during that visit to YouTube Space in New York. So, yeah, so I get checked in. My production assistant and I finally get to the greeting desk at YouTube Space. They check us in. They give us badges. They take us to the equipment desk, where I've got my equipment reserved. I had a really nice lens, a super nice camera, a Sony FS7, which is an interchangeable lens camcorder. So it's really wicked cool equipment. And then I had a really nice fluid head tripod for that, and I had a shotgun mic. Let's see, what else did I have? Softbox lights, and seems like I'm forgetting something, but oh yeah, the little card, the FS7 for 4K video didn't use an SD card. It used some sort of, was it QD? I forget the tech. It was a different looking card. I'd never used one of them before, so I got that, and then the card reader for that. and they took me on a tour of the YouTube space. It was really absolutely incredible. It's like I had the whole place to myself, which was awesome because I got to walk around, see everything. They set me up with my editing station that I'd also reserved. It was a super up-to-date Mac Pro, and when I actually got around to uploading my videos, the Google Internet connection, I mean, you're talking about a 4K video. It literally took less than a minute to upload an entire 4K video from YouTube Space in New York to YouTube. So that was really cool. I mean, obviously it's because it's a YouTube site, so I'm sure they've got great internet speed, and also they're probably connected directly to Google, which obviously is YouTube. So that was interesting. The place itself's full of sets. There's a lot of rooms that people can book. Everything from green screen studios to sound booths to they've got some private edit suites where you can close the door and go in. Mine was just on a row of multiple Mac Pros. I didn't care about being in my own little room, but I booked what they referred to as a boardroom. So it looked like a boardroom in Manhattan. It was really cool, and it had an option where you could even roll out. You could convert it into a funeral parlor and roll in this casket. So that was kind of creepy but cool. And the lighting, they had this really nice control board where you can control all the lights up above. Actually, I never used the softbox lights that I had reserved because the lighting in there was so great. And that's one of the things about the YouTube space, just throughout the facility, in the sitting areas, the little sofas and the chairs, the lighting in there is 100% perfect. So, you know, if you're in there, you may not realize at the time, but the lighting throughout the facility is just dead on. The acoustics, absolutely incredible. And when you walk into those into the green screen rooms, those things are so acoustically sound. It's almost like when you close the door, you just feel it's so quiet that it's almost creepy. It feels I don't know if you've ever been in a room with that high quality of sound. I guess you would call it sound dampening or sound. It's optimized for 100% incredible sound is what I'm trying to say. So that was neat, and obviously we had free light snacks and like chips and bottled water, and then they had all these fancy coffee makers. I'm not a coffee drinker because I'm so high energy, but my production assistant, she's a coffee drinker, so she drank a lot of coffee while we were there, and that's a good thing because I was there for a while filming and editing these videos. But there was a set that looked like a diner in the city. It was really, really cool. There was a hair and makeup room. There was a place called the Hangout Room that had this really cool sofa with like this fake fur thing on the back. Again, throughout the facility, all the lighting was incredible. All the staff there were absolutely just super friendly. I mean, everything you needed, you just had to ask. It was you know, you really know that you've started to become a little bit successful when you're able to not only go to a place like that. While we were in there, a tour came through. It was a bunch of kids that were probably freshmen in college or somewhere around that age. It was just funny because they had this tour group coming through, and then there we are sitting down editing and filming videos in the YouTube space. So it's really cool to have the level of, what's the word for it, to have reached the level of success so far with YouTube where you're able to not only visit a place like that, but to actually go there, book equipment, book a room, book multiple rooms. I ended up using 2 different studios. I used the boardroom, and then I used a green screen room. So it was cool being able to have that flexibility. You know, anything you needed, just had to ask. I mean, you know, it was a total, I felt like a VIP the entire time, and it was just like it was a sandbox of goodness because, you know, here I am, IrixGuy's Adventure Channel, and I'm filming in such a cool environment. And later on in the day, when other people started to arrive, it was funny because, I mean, you had, and I respect people's privacy, but I mean, you had celebrities around you, and you know, and there you are, and then there's your production assistant, and it's like, they're probably like, who are these people? Or maybe they knew who we were. I mean, maybe the channel has gotten, maybe IrixGuy's Adventure Channel has hit that level, and people know, you know, who we are now. But I mean, it was cool. I mean, when you're surrounded by celebrities and you're just there, it's like you got the same access they got, and you're IrixGuy's Adventure Channel. So I mean, it was it was, I mean, it's absolutely incredible experience, and I would highly recommend it. If you want to be motivated, if you want to motivate yourself more to succeed with YouTube, think about this. I mean, just think about, well, you know, if I continue to produce quality content and I stay focused, in my case, laser focused upon the opportunity, then maybe it's something that maybe you will be able to unlock the YouTube space as well. Now, it's not just New York. They've got one in Los Angeles, I think Tokyo, is it Belgium or Paris? They've got them in a lot of different places. So it's a, you know, I've only been to the New York one, so I don't know what the other ones are like. It's actually something I want to do, is try to get out to Los Angeles and film at the YouTube Space LA, because that'd be cool to kind of mix it up. But yeah, I mean, it's I mean, in my case, and in your case too, if you're into videos, it's a sandbox full of fun. So I mean, you're in this, basically what I refer to as a playhouse. You know, I could do what I wanted to do, and got connected with a lot of people, and ultimately got connected with a lot of learning opportunities. And that's what it's about. You know, it's a constant quest to question what's next, and how can I get there. And what are the tidbits of information? What are the tools? You know, how can I take IrixGuy's Adventure Channel to the next level? And being able to have unlocked the YouTube space gives me a heightened level of opportunity to succeed with my channel going forward. So I just wanted to share this with everyone. I know I put a lot of, if you watch my channel, I put a lot of hours and just a ton of creative thought into the content on IrixGuy's Adventure Channel. So it wasn't something that I just got overnight. It's like, ooh, you go to YouTube space. No, it took me several years of effort to get to this level, and I'm still a small fish. So if you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to do so. YouTube.com/IrixGuy. It's my mission to break 1 billion views and 1 billion views and beyond. And my short-term goal with subscribers is 100,000 subscriber break, and I want to march to 1 million and beyond, because there's no reason that one should be part of this YouTube opportunity and not push themselves to succeed. So for that reason, you know, I encourage everyone, you know, stick with it, innovate, and most importantly, have fun and relax, because YouTube is a very productive way to concurrently relax. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe. YouTube.com/IrixGuy. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm an independent channel, and it's viewers like you that help me to continue to grow. I appreciate your viewership, and y'all have a good day.